20 of them things, man. 20.
20
That's
bro.
right. We back, man. Episode 20.
Mm.
Episode 20, y'all. It's the
20.
finale, man, of 2025. It's your favorite lovers in the building, man. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in here. This is Love on Shuffle. I am one of your hosts, one half of the world famous IAX. It's an experience. I go by the name of Ron Jones. But you know, I got my DJ with me as well, Big C. How you still Big? What's up, Big? What's up, Big? Yeah.
What up,
And then
baby?
you
What up?
know, hey, and you know we not alone, bro. You know we are not alone.
Who
Because
we
we got
got
our
with us?
favorite big cuz. We got our favorite big cuz with us. Tolerate.
Let's
What up?
go.
What up?
Hey, good, good. Whew, how was your holiday, man? You know what I mean? We're like for anybody that's just tuning in, we're recording this after the Thanksgiving holiday. How was everyone's holiday? Let us know in the chat, but I want to know from y'all. Charlie, how was your holiday so far?
It was good. It was low key, the family we stayed put this year and just cooked some good food and just enjoyed each other and
You know
um
you. Yeah.
actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like my wife and I both cooked. So she made mac and cheese and
Mm.
candy yams, and I made collard greens and cornbread, and I
Mm.
fried some. I got some turkey wings and fried those, and we just yeah.
Mm.
That food
Mm.
was good. It was good.
Let me
It was
find out,
good.
Mrs. Riley.
Oh, she
Mrs. Riley.
burns. She
Look,
burns. She
now
burns.
but see in the chat. Wait a minute. Look, shout out to
Right.
Mrs. Riley, man. Hey, man. Hey, and also a big shout out to her as well, man. I saw some big things happening on y'all side,
Yes.
man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Big
Shout
Yes.
out
shout
to her. Shout out to her. She's doing big things out
Yes.
there in Georgia.
out.
Big
That's
things.
my baby.
What about you, Biggs? What about the crosses, man?
Man, we chilled, laid low in Merlin. You know what I mean? We kept it real calm, man. No travel. I just, you know what I mean? We be traveling all the time when it comes to holidays. So I was like, bro, I'm not traveling for Thanksgiving. I'm sitting my ass in the house and
Yeah.
allowing the wife to do what she do best. So she got busy on it and was burning as well. So she made mac and cheese. She
Ooh,
made a turkey, collard greens. I
ooh.
said, she 2 for 2, man. She 2 for 2. Last year she ran it up, bro. Like, hey, look, man, she on.
All right,
It's
Mrs.
becoming a
Cross.
trend. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, look.
Come on. Getting
Shout out
that
to my
tradition
wife.
going, ain't
Right, right.
Yeah. Let me
So
find out. We're gonna start having Thanksgiving at the
that's
crosses. How about
that's what
that?
I'm
That's what it
saying.
sounds like.
That's what I'm saying. She really going crazy. So I appreciate that,
Um,
man. And all the hard work she put in. That was love. So
Hey man, that's love. That's love.
yeah.
Well, for the Joneses, man, we hit the road. We up here in New York, man. I'm recording live right now here in Long Island, Nassau,
Mm.
Suffolk County. What's up, y'all? But yeah, we spent with our family here in New York. We've been here since Wednesday. It was a long trip coming up here. We're not gonna talk about that. You know what
it?
I'm
That
saying?
trap
'Cause
that
there's
that
a lot of
95 traffic.
logistics.
That 95
Yeah,
traffic.
but there was some logistics that led up to that
See,
that kind of
see,
like
see,
forced us to leave a little later. You know what I mean? You know,
see. That's what I'm saying. See.
wifey. You know, shout out to wifey. You know, but anyway, but nonetheless, a good trip, great trip so far, man. Shout out to Nicole, Breon, our cousins, man, just to hold you down with us here, man. But nonetheless, y'all, this is a beautiful time, right? To not only enjoy with our families, but to kind of like reflect as well, right? Because this is the end of the year, and it's been a long year. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Especially for us, man, because we done went through two different podcast names, 20 episodes, life in the midst of
Mm.
it all, and we're here, right? So for our season finale, man, of 2025, man, that's what we wanted to kind of talk about here today, is to get a little more personal, right? Take a deeper dive into our lives. Because typically what we talk about, the most current event situations or pop culture, and we try to associate our lives and what we would do in those situations and whatnot, right? And that's our niche. But we want to get a little deeper and kind of just with the people, talking with the people, and letting you all know what we got going on. You know what I mean,
Mm.
and how we are evolving with our partners to just be better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why today's episode is titled Let's Get Personal. And that's what we're going to do here, folks. So, my question, the question that we're going to raise here to the group for today's episode is just like today, relationship hurdles, right? What is the biggest relationship hurdle that your marriage is facing right now? And ironically, because we talk amongst ourselves and we kind of got an idea of what we plan to share, is a lot of it's been around raising children. And and I want to preface this by saying that y'all, you're gonna see this from a wealth of different perspectives, right? And a matter of fact, I won't kick us off because I've been talking y'all to death so far. But I will kick it over to Charlie so we can start off in the teenage realm, right? As far as like what's been going on.
Yeah.
Just over you, Charlie.
Yeah. So just to give a little bit of background, my wife and I, we do have a daughter. She just turned 18 in September,
You,
and I have been in her life since she was 12. So I came in kind of midway through.
Mhm.
And I will say parenting, parenting from the side of being a step parent, I think that has been one of the biggest hurdles, just because of you're dealing with a child who has grown up primarily with a parent. They've established, that bond, things of that nature. And then you have a new individual coming in a parental figure that's now helping to raise and guide and cultivate a young adult that's going to be productive in this world. And so one of the things that my wife and I, and keep it 100 with y'all. We just had a little situation uh, this week, just around our daughter, trying to get to the bottom of a situation. And one thing that my wife makes me mindful of is my like how I'm being perceived. And I think when it comes down to raising kids, it's very important to understand how they see you, because their actions will then reflect it. And I'll be transparent. That's hard to hear. That's hard to hear that, you could potentially have make your child feel a way, and it's like, well, I'm just being myself. I talk with my hands, or if I'm passionate about something, my tone is going to be elevated. Or but it's also too putting into perspective the type of child that you are raising, and parenting to your kid, not parenting the way I was raised, not parenting the way my wife was raised, parenting to what is the best for the child, because the child is growing. They're learning things, they are encountering things, and at the end of the day, I think that's important. Of how do you want your child to perceive you? And being a step parent, that has been a mirror, because I've had to face myself and be like, yo, it's not going to work with her. She doesn't respond well to, this, or, maybe I was a little too lenient with this thing. So being able to find that balance. But also to shout out to my wife, because we have been able to have some really open and honest conversations and share our thoughts and our perspectives. And I think that's what has continued to allow me to progress, is that we've been able to be open and honest. And sometimes she may say something that I don't may not agree with, or I may get emotional about, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, it's for the greater good of the child. So shout out to my wife, shout out to my daughter, 18. Woo!
Big instrument.
It's
Let's
been a it's
go.
been a it's been a it's been a journey. It's been a journey, but I'm proud of her. Super excited to celebrate her big accomplishments next spring. So yeah.
So, and first of all, thank you for your transparency. I'm gonna just throw that out there to everybody.
Right.
We're gonna get real. So, with Charlie, just to kind of piggyback on what you were sharing, like I guess, what do you think with? Do you feel like like on the spectrum of communication, right, with your daughter? Like, where do you think you lie in your, I guess, your approach?
I'm if sometimes I can be very direct.
Hmm.
And I don't think that in some situations that it's always been um the best approach because of my daughter's personality.
Hmm.
Because she's, be honest, my daughter is such a sweet soul. She really is. Like, she don't
Hmm.
Mhm,
bother nobody.
mhm,
She low
mhm,
key. She loves on people. And when things happen or we have to have like hard conversations, um seeing just how she can shut down. She can shut
Hmm.
down for me saying, listen, this is going to be da, da, da. She doesn't respond well to that. So I would say, my approach has been direct, a little more direct, but learning, I guess, when to be stern
Hmm.
so that you get like, this is not a game, but also to when to frame it in a way that she's receptive of that. So yeah.
Do you find yourself feeling like really like in a bad space after you have those conversations or after you have that discipline moment? Because I mean, as a parent, it's a tough thing to like really
Hmm.
balance, right? So where does that put you at in your mind state as far as like after you lay down that direct or that discipline, you
Hmm.
know what I mean, that you have to do sometimes, but it's like a thin line, you know?
Yeah, it's challenging. With the most recent thing that we had, after talking to my wife, I felt bad. Like,
Hmm.
I really and truly did, because I had a moment to sit back and think and say, you know what? I really didn't have to do all of it. I didn't,
Hmm.
I didn't have to deliver it in that way.
Hmm.
And understanding the effect that has. So sometimes you feel guilty.
Hmm.
Sometimes you feel bad, and it's just like, dang, I shouldn't have went that hard. And two, being realistic, was it the situation, or were there other factors on top of that? And you was just like, look,
Yeah.
so I think it's about taking accountability. That's the biggest part. I'm one, I don't mind apologizing, I don't mind saying I'm sorry, and recognizing the part that I play in something.
mhm,
And so this has been one of those ongoing things. It's, not to say it's not knockout, drag out, or anything like that, but it's learning to not be so rigid when it comes to my child. This is an extension of me.
Hmm.
So how I treat her is going to be that's her first interaction with the world. So if
Hmm.
I'm treating her shitty, she's not
She's
gonna want
gonna
to be
do.
around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like, and also too, you're parenting for longevity.
Right.
I don't want my child when she turned 25, 26, go no contact with me. Like,
Hmm.
nah, I don't think that my heart could survive that.
Right.
that is
So yeah, so it just puts a lot into perspective. And even just thinking about it now, I kind of feel a little bit emotional because it's still a little fresh, but
Hmm.
um, understanding. I think the biggest thing is parent to your child, man. Bump
Hmm.
with everybody else. I don't agree with it. Just not your child. It's not
Right.
your child. I know how she is. I know her personality. So taking that time to really get to know them and understand them and parent to that.
Yeah, I think that word that you just said, parent to your child, that's so important because everybody wants to throw their 2 cents in and, give you whatever it is, but they're not there daily with you in the trenches
Hmm.
per
mhm,
se, dealing with these emotions, these ebbs and flows. So, to have those emotions, that's a natural feeling. And I think, I commend you for being able to kind of recognize that and acknowledge that. So you keep doing your thing, doing an amazing job. You know what I mean? I'm just happy. I'm just happy for you. You know what I mean? Like,
I
because
appreciate it.
I mean that's the biggest like you said, that's one of the biggest hurdles is just like trying to like go through those emotions on like
Hmm.
how to discipline and how to kind of battle with those emotions within yourself. Like, am I doing the right thing, or is she responding? Like, Because if she's
Mhm.
not responding, then you lost. Then you get afraid, like maybe you lost your daughter or you lost your son, or mentally. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
it's a battle within the dynamic itself. So
Yeah.
And you came in at a very interesting time in her life too, where she. Let's be real. I mean, 12 years old, you're kind of setting your ways. You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? Like, or you have a good
You're
idea of like
established
who
in
you
those.
are.
Established,
You know what I
Yeah.
right?
mean? You're
Yeah.
establishing it. So versus if you came when she was a baby, you would have then it just would have been a little bit more of, I think, a natural transition in
Mhm.
a way.
Mhm.
But definitely, nonetheless, I mean, doing what you do. I see you, with
Yeah.
your dog. I've seen it. So it's that love is there, and it's just going to continue to evolve. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
just yeah, just keep doing what you do, Charlie, because I know what's going down in the ring.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
but crossing over here to the crossover, to the crossover. Nah, man, picking over to you, Biggs. I mean, I know you got
Yeah,
something interesting going on with baby girl, man. Baby girl.
yeah, man. So, full transparency, man. Me and the wife, have been at working from home. We've been blessed to kind of be able to work from home. Not a lot of, people can say that they've done that, with having a newborn or a child from the very beginning. And our goal was always to, eventually once she's able to really talk or, really communicate very well, that she could enter that next stage to maybe with a daycare provider or Montessori, whatever it is. So we have been going through that battle with between ourselves as far as like when's the right time to do it. And we've decided that that's something we're going to embark on. She starts on Monday, on
Oh,
December
word.
1st. Yeah, so it's really here. It's really right around the corner. And I have so many man, I just been battling. Like, I know I'm gonna be a wreck come Monday, man, or all week, because this is somebody that this is like I've seen her every day. I woke up, been with her all day long. She takes her naps, with us. She's been, within the arm's reach of us every single day. So, the world is crazy, man. Uh and eh, um
Yeah,
I'm just nervous, man. Like, I love that girl, man. And you know we read her these books to, like, you know nobody touch you, or just it's just so many different things that go on in my head. And I couldn't even fathom something like that happening, man. Like,
yeah,
and that's why, I just sometimes I talk to my mom about it. She just said, you got to let go, let God, and that's where the faith comes in. You got to really have faith and really trust in him, that you pray over your child. Now I understand, man. Like, it's no man, like, there's no feeling like that, having a child and being able to protect her. And I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that while she's away from me. So I battle with that and I struggle with that. I'm trying to come to terms with that. And it's that fear and that anxiety that I do have, with her going to that next stage. And I'm just going to keep praying. And I believe we send her to a good school, to where she can learn, and she can get some social skills. And that's the biggest thing, man. Like, I want her to get her social skills, and be, because she's the only child right now. And I want her to, she had cousins and everything like that, but I want her to, to be around people and really learn and love people and treat people with, with care and kindness. So that's really the struggles. And my wife and I are just, we're prepping, we're going through our list, we're going through our checklist, and what we need to do, how we can get better. And if y'all watching this, man, if y'all could just keep praying for us and just keep, cover us, man. And because I'm sure everybody's kind of went through this journey. It's a first for me. So again, as you can see, I'm a wreck. I'm a mess already. I ain't even drop her off. But that has been a battle that we've been kind of silently dealing with within our heads. My wife, she's always in her head, so I try to remain I level head to not make her nervous. Hopefully she don't see this and see me breaking down. But it is what it is.
Mhm.
that's my baby, man.
Mhm.
So,
So
um, um, but yeah, man, that's really it, man. Going to school, I am a little excited though because we'll have some time back to kind of really, I'm already really a high producer anyway, but I'll be able to produce and continue to do other things and maybe give us more content, to do other things too because I'll have that free time. You know what I mean, to free stuff up. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really
what
scared. Really scared.
now, and just to piggyback on that too, bro, because like I know you kind of shared with me, over time and stuff, some of your
Yeah,
feelings towards us. And first of all, just once again, thank you for your transparency. I cannot say that
yeah.
enough in
Mhm.
this episode. But I know for you and really for anybody that's watching this, if you do have tips, right, please
Mhm.
share it. Because even for myself, right, and I'll share my story here in a moment, but like I do like to hear from other parents who have gone through this. Like,
Yeah.
how are you transition? How did mentally break it down? What steps did you take? You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
I can only imagine, bro. Like you said, that anxiety, man. Like
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
already natural just to know for myself, right? But
Yeah.
now you're thinking about your baby girl,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
like I said, the world that you're kind of leading
Yeah.
her into. It's I would love to know. I'm basically just reiterating this to anybody watching this. Please drop it down here. Let us know if there's any books, any articles, whatever it is. Let us know. Because I know that our boy, you know what I'm saying. He needs it. Everybody else might be out there.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's tough. It's tough, but
Man. So, but yeah, I know y'all got it, man. I know y'all
yeah.
got it. And Monday is it's gonna be a good day, bro.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
great day.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
She
great
got
day.
she got she gonna turn around, she gonna wave, she'll say,
Ah,
Ah.
that's what's gonna happen. And you're gonna be like, dang, she ready to go.
that's go. He go far. He go fall his knees, bro. What? That's
I,
not the
hey,
way, bro.
hey, bro,
Yeah.
I'm a cry in the car. I'm a cry
Like, come on, man.
on everything
Well,
I am, man. My lord.
well, shout out to baby girl, man. And shout out to
Yeah.
y'all household, bro. I know that it's some trying times, but either way, it's all's gonna be well. And I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to hearing how it went too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
When we get over to 2026 and hearing how she's been kind of
Hmm.
getting herself settled in there, I know it's gonna be great.
I think she's gonna be fine. I just gotta keep that faith, man. Just have faith and trust in him, and we'll be good, man. Just
Hmm.
that's all I need to do. I don't sometimes, but the flesh sometimes is a little, you start thinking crazy things. So it is what it
No,
is.
no, it is. It is.
Yeah.
You got to manage it. You got to
Yeah.
manage it, right? And I think that's
Hmm.
all. I think like an underlying silver lining here with everything that we're sharing is that we all kind of we have like the things that trigger us, right? Or we have our anxieties. We just got to be able to manage them in these situations, right? And I can definitely attest to that for mine. I'll go ahead and just get mine out of the way. But because I know, like as you all can see, we're all in different perspective or different areas of our child
Phases.
rearing or
Yep.
child phases,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Myself, my wife, and I, we do not have children, and we have wanted children for years. We've been together for almost 16 years, married for 11, and we were pregnant early on in our relationship, and we didn't necessarily want to be, right? And we miscarried at that time. And you kind of take it for granted in the moment because it's like you young, you like, man, we're gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you just over time, it just never happened for us, right? And then we kind of um started going through the processes of trying to understand why it might not be happening. And even in those situations, doctors couldn't really tell us, like, they're basically saying you're fine. It's just, you just
Mhm.
gotta, just gotta try a little harder, or you just gotta, just keep the faith, all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
And 13 years later, I'm here, right? Where my wife and I are still just going through this battle of just trying to have a family. Now, granted, um, we of course, people probably watching this and like, oh, okay, you guys get a job or something like that, da, 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 da. And we are entertaining that. Like that's as we've gotten through this time together, it it has opened up the possibilities to be for me to be able to open to something like that, right? And which I am. I'm totally open to it. It's expensive as hell, right? So that's the element on top of just the already anxiety that's out there, right? Of just
Mm-hmm.
not being able to do it. Now it's like, oh, we gotta pay, but if you don't got the money for it, you know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
you just can't. It's like it's just not gonna happen, right? You're just always constantly thinking it's not gonna happen. So long story short, y'all, this year my wife and I we decided to take a leap and go for IVF, right? And try to do the treatment, see if that works for us. It was full transparency. It was absolute hell leading up to this with my wife and I because she was totally against it. She did not want to go through the procedure. It was something that pretty much kind of terrified her in a sense, right? And I didn't get that. I'm looking at it like, look, we got our struggles. You know what I mean? We need help, right? You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that's helping people, it's working for people. Like, let's go for it. And then we have people in our lives that it's worked for, and it's like, well, dang, like we're seeing it, like, okay, it's working, let's do it. And she just was for years just like, nah, like I'm not doing this. I can't do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So of course that leads to some type of discontent, right, in your relationship and things of that sort. And it was by far, it is like the biggest hurdle, like
Mm-hmm.
in our relationship history, period, right, where we just could never see eye to eye on that. So long story short, she finally, you know, got to that mental point to be able to do it this year, and we went through it. And for anyone that knows the process, you you of course you go through the extraction, right, of the egg and all of that stuff. I'm not Please don't let me go into detail, but you go through the extraction phase, right? So you can get my stuff, put it together. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't even get to that part. We didn't even get to that. You know what I mean? To even try to even just bring it together. So so it pretty much that one attempt that because leading up to this, like I said, my wife didn't want to do it, so I basically asked, one time, right? Let's try it one time, and if it don't work, it don't work, right? So that was our one time, and it didn't work, and it's kind of like back to square one, which is okay. We're trying to foster, right? Even with fostering, for anyone that's out there, like, yeah, there's a lot of like pre preconceived notions around it, but there are some really good kids out there, right, that need love. And that's why we're putting ourselves out there, to be able to provide that. 'Cause we have a home full of love that we want to put out there. But it's hell trying to even get through that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're dealing with third parties, you're dealing with people who who are already in situations, right? They already have their families. And it's just like there's just a lot of things that go into that. So it's like you're dealing with that. You're dealing with the financial piece. You're dealing with just the already everyday mind fuck. Excuse my language. The everyday mind fuck of just not being able to get this thing done.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely has weighed on our relationship. We deal with it, all right, to get on the other side of this. We deal with it by dealing with it head on. We talk about it, and we communicate. If I'm feeling away, I tell her, we'll probably go back and forth about it, what I mean, for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But we, at the end of the day, we know that this is kind of like what we need to manage it, right? And hopefully this time, episode one, season two, we'll have our first foster placement, and kind of see where the journey takes us from that. But as far as like right now is concerned, it is by far the biggest hurdle that my wife and I have endured. So
Yeah.
I
Wow.
hate to talk about that. I'm sorry. That was
No,
a
Nah, man. Nah,
but
I
brother.
think that's good stuff. I did want to ask the question, and I kind of wanted to let everybody share. First off, sending positive vibes to you and your wife, for sure, for everything for the foster care child. I don't even know what the appropriate term is, but for that to work out. But two, I wanted to ask both of y'all, like, how do you manage your emotions when you are in like the thick of this thing. Because one of the things that has been a challenge for me has been when I get those emotions start going, and like I'm really passionate about whatever the topic is at hand. I'll get to a certain point to where like we can, we can kind of go back and forth, share our thoughts and stuff like that. But then if I feel like this ain't really going nowhere, I just stop talking. And I know that's not right. I know that's not right. I know it's not right. So I wanna say that, but it's just like that's like my natural response to almost just kind of like, okay, like I need some space from this. I don't want to talk about it no more.
Can I jump in real quick? Because look,
Yeah.
Charlie, that does happen. That literally that happens, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I mean, you say that it might be wrong. I don't see a problem with stepping away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'll
Yeah.
say the way in which I do it, because I
Oh,
like
okay.
you.
See that?
They'll just be talking, and then I just
Yeah.
won't say nothing, and she'd be like, "Well, what you like? I ain't got nothing to say,"
Oh
and I just
yeah.
be like, "I don't
See.
want to talk about it
Yeah.
no more."
Okay. Yeah. See now. Yeah.
That's a little thing, bro. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's okay. But no, I mean, but my wife and I, we've established over the years that all right, that's what I need to do, right,
Hmm.
to kind of like alleviate the situation. Because if I'm still in the thick of it and I'm just listening to her, if I keep, it's gonna make me explode, right? So I have to remove myself. So I guess basically establish that with your partner is what I encourage is like establish and let them know like, look, if I remove myself from a heated situation, it's because of this,
Mhm.
right? And then over time, it kind of becomes the thing. But
It's
that's what I
it's
look
it's a
at.
challenge to make that consistent behavior. Sometimes you don't always hit the mark, but I think that's important too, to be transparent about how you feel.
Mhm.
To believe it or not, I am just a big teddy bear. I really am deep down. I am sensitive. I don't like when people talk to me a certain way. Like I would shut down and just don't want to say anything. But I
Right.
think for me, as I continue to get older and just in all of my relationships across the board, not just my marriage, not just with my child, even with the two of you, it's getting to that place to where I can acknowledge this is how I'm feeling,
Hmm.
and being able to make the decision in the moment, like, okay, do I want to stick this out and continue to communicate and talk about it until we get a resolve, or nah, I gotta step away from this for a second.
Right.
Um, so, but yeah, that's always a big thing. I'm always curious, like, 'cause, emotions, we can act out of our emotions a lot.
Yeah, I mean, emotional. Like I don't know. Lately, since I had my daughter, bro, I've been a little bit more emotional than I normally am. But for the most part, I try to, like you said, like both of y'all said, like sometimes they get the best of you. Sometimes you do have to have that conversation beforehand, and like, hey, I need this. You know what I mean? So it's already kind of known, like this is what's going on in my head, or let's come back and revisit this. So ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But they gonna get the best of us sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be ready to deal with the aftermath too.
Exactly. Exactly.
That part, though, you know what I'm saying? So look,
Uh,
look. I was okay. I was about to put something up here. I was gonna put a certain gif up here. I decided not to do that. I actually not gonna do that.
nah,
That would
but
not have been good.
but
Anyway.
oh yeah, Rome. I wanted to just say, man, for you, man. I'm praying for you and your family, man. I'm praying for you and your wife. Um, you guys have been, since I met you, you guys have been nothing but beautiful souls. And you guys more than deserve that opportunity to lead your family. So it's gonna happen, and just stay prayed up, bro, and just keep going, man. You're doing the right thing, bro.
Thank, appreciate it, bro. I'm
Yeah.
trying, man. Shout out to my four, Leah, Man, Destiny, Monse. Those are my sister's kids. So they're basically,
Yeah, they've
they've
been.
been my placebo. They've been my practice over the years. So yeah, man. To be continued. That's all I'll
Mhm.
say. To be continued. But folks, I think that we are at a good juncture here to kind of just wrap up. I guess when we think about everything that we've kind of discussed here today, I guess going into 2026, because of course we're gonna run this back, right? We'll, of course, kind of give updates on where we stand with some of these things. But going into 2026, what do you want to tell the 26 version of yourself dealing with what you're dealing with now?
I want to tell myself, relax. I want to tell myself, trust. Um, have faith. Keep having faith. I want to tell myself, you know, it's so it's okay not to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable. So
Mm,
when you're uncomfortable, I love being in that uncomfortable space because I feel like that's when I grow the most. I'm growing. So this is all new. So be okay with growth.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it, man.
Yes.
What about you, Charlie?
Mine is it's okay. It's okay. I think the biggest I think the biggest thing there is, no matter what you go through, and you're gonna have challenges. Even the best of us, I feel like the three of us are really good people. We have good marriages, but it's not to say that our marriages or our relationships are not without its challenges. And I
Mhm.
think at the end of the day, recognizing that it's okay, like that,
Mhm.
it's okay, and you'll get to the other side, whatever that challenge is. So my 2026 self, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be more mindful, and it's gonna be okay.
We'll be all right. We're gonna be all right. Right,
We're gonna
right.
be
Right.
all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Well, for my 2026 self, I'm just gonna tell you like I tell mostly everybody, right? So I'm gonna practice what I preach. Stay encouraged, King.
Mhm.
Stay encouraged.
I
You
thought
know,
you was gonna say more life.
Ah,
more life. You
there
know
you
me too
go.
well.
More life.
Yes, man. And y'all know the vibes, man, on this episode of Love on Shuffle. We would be remiss if we did not end our show with one of our favorite segments on this show, which is the Saturday morning mix, man, with our boy Biggs DC. But before we kick it over to him, I want to kick it over to you, Charlie, just to remind our folks, man, just because we're taking this little hiatus, they still got some things they need to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, cousins, near and far, we will be on a little bit of a hiatus, but that does not mean that you all cannot still connect with us. Feel free to hit us up on all social media platforms at Love on Shuffle. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Go check out our playlist on there as well with IAX. So y'all can continue to be in touch with us. So you can also still send over any Ask Big Cuz questions, comments, concerns. You can shoot those in our DM, or you can send us an email at love.on.shuffle.podcast@gmail.com. And listen, we would love to shout you out. We're gonna take some time, revamp some things, take all y'all comments and things like that into consideration. So when we come back for 2026, it's on and popping. We love y'all.
Mhm. Yeah.
You
Let's
already
go.
know, man. You already know. Hey, well, speaking of let's go, Biggs. What you got for us, man?
All right, all right. So you know how we do. We coming with another mix. And speaking of life, right? We talking about life and some transparencies of our life and what's going on. So, we had to come up with a title for the mix, right? It's called Life Be Life, and y'all know how it is, man. Life really be life, and so we wanted to kind of touch on some songs that kind of really represented that. So, myself, Rome, Charlie, we went crazy with it. So,
Yes,
Char-
I like this list, by the way. I love this list.
so I'm gonna kick it off with you, Rome. What you got for me, man? Your first.
Oh, first song I'm gonna go with, man. I used to be a big Dipset fan. Shout out to the
Okay.
Diplomats, man.
Okay. Okay.
Joel Santana. I'm gonna go the Diplomats featuring Joel Santana. Who am I?
Mm.
This is E1.
Shout out to Dipset, man. They need to get it together, man. But Cam and Jimmy, Jomo, they ain't gonna get it together, man. It is what it is.
No
Charlie,
comment.
Charlie, what you got for me?
Listen, y'all already know I'm gonna keep it in there. 90s R&B. That's just
Okay.
my
Yeah,
era.
that's your
We
bag.
going Mary J. Blige, My Life.
Mm. My life,
She
my life.
was
Hey,
in she
that's
was
one
she
of
was
the
in her
ones.
bag on that one. She was in her
Hey,
bag
look.
Hey,
on that one.
That's one of the ones right there. You cannot turn that down. All right, so I'm up next. So I'm gonna go with I went with Kendrick Lamar, man. My first song, Fear. Because y'all know what I talked about.
Woo!
Yeah, man, that one hit. I
Mm.
was listening. That one hit. That was touching on everything that I'm going through right now. So,
Bro, if I could smoke fear away, I'll roll that motherfucker up. You nigga, what? What? Oh, that's a bar, man. Nah, shout out to that, but now I love when you put that up there.
yeah, yeah. So, all right, Romans, you up to bat next. What you got for me, man? Talk to me.
Oh snap, man. So my other one, I'm gonna go with like this one. And I hate to kind of like be like a Debbie Downer, right? But no, I
Nah,
mean,
it's all
and
good.
I told my niece this, right?
Yeah,
I want this song to be played at my funeral.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just because it's just such a beautiful song. But for anyone who knows it, it is the sample to
Mm-hmm.
the "I Wonder" songs for Kanye West. But it is
School
a
'em.
Labby Sapphire, I believe is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Labby Sapphire, my song
Bro,
is
when I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, he
man,
cooking! Let's go."
it's a great one.
All right, Charlie, you up next? What you got for me? Talk to me.
We going Cleo Soul. I've been on
Mm,
her a lot lately.
yes, but
Shout out
no,
to Cleo
rightfully
Soul.
so.
It's a
Rightfully
vibe.
so.
Yeah,
She's
It's
fire.
yeah,
a vibe.
yeah,
Fire.
yeah. So we're going Cleo Soul. Life will be.
Mm, beautiful record.
That's a yeah.
Beautiful
It's a
record.
nice little mellow.
Yeah,
She talking some real stuff in there. So.
I love that. I love that for you. Second track for me, I went with Yolanda Adams, Open My Heart. Yeah,
Not
that's just the
Yolanda praise dance.
listen, that's the
Bro,
bag I was in, man.
bro,
That's just look, I can't
bro,
help
you
it,
about
man.
to
That's
man. See, I'm up before this
I
time.
think
Listen,
that
man.
that whole album
right.
that song is on. I'm showing my church girl here. That
Yeah,
whole album
talk about it. Talk about it.
will get you through some time. It'll
Talk
get you
about it.
through some time.
Hey, that's why it's called Life Be Life.
Man, up my.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling.
Hey, man, what happened?
It did
Why
do
they
good.
doing it? Why they doing it? Hey,
I tried. I
yeah, you
tried.
did.
All right, Ro, it's on you, man. Finish it up.
Oh,
What's your last one?
man, last one, man. I just want to shout these boys out, man. Yo, when I tell you, bruh,
Yeah,
2025 has
beautiful.
been a great year, bro.
Yes, it
But
has.
De La Soul,
Yes,
the De La Soul album,
please go
Rapping in
listen.
the Sky. Oh my God, yo.
Please go listen.
Like, it's amazing, bro. It's a beautiful.
Hmm.
I came out really enjoying this album. But I'm going with the song on there called Sunny Storms.
Yes,
So kind of talked about getting through those rough times.
fire selection. Another slapper right there, man. You did your thing with that selection. I can't thank you enough, man. And again, like he said, De La Soul. Please, if you haven't checked out that album, go check it out. Probably one. Listen, I'm gonna put that. That's probably in my top 10 right now, bro. For out
Bruh,
like, for
it-
the year, bro. Like
yo,
easily.
it's there, bro. It's up there.
All right. I guess it's on. Is it on me, or is it on you, Charlie? I think it's on you,
Oh,
Charlie.
it's
What you?
me.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably
Yeah,
got one more.
We
yeah.
bringing it to 2025. Listen, y'all. Jeezy came back with his
Mm,
album,
okay.
and that's for the grown folks. Not even gonna
Mm,
hold you.
No, it
But we
is. No,
going
yes.
Jeezy. We
Hey,
going Jeezy. It's
man.
some grown stuff. It's some grown stuff. It
35 and
really
up.
is.
It really is. It really is.
Yes.
You
But
gotta
we
put that
going.
tux on.
Yeah. We going Jeezy. Head to the Sky. I will also say it's a sample of Sounds of Blackness. Optimistic.
Yup.
I
Yup.
love this.
It's
I love
beautiful.
what we
It's
did here.
Yup.
beautiful.
I love what we did here. We got samples. We got everything. It's a little melting pot of everything. So we got soul. So great selection, man. I really appreciate that. My last song I went with Dark Nights by I believe it's Friday and Meek Mill and it's another young lady. I don't want to mess up their name, but we I had to go with that one. It was a little real painful record, you know what I mean? Song that kind of hit home. So definitely a dope vibe. Fridays always giving you that soulful sound. So again, yeah, Philadelphia, please check them out if you aren't tuned in or tapped in. So, but that's our mix right there, man. It was a I loved hey man, we gotta clap that up. That was
Hey man,
beautiful right
look, I
there.
told you
That was
that was a banger. Like
that
that's
was
gonna be a fire mix, man. Can't wait,
that was a
can't wait to hear
beautiful.
it.
Exactly. We gonna get that up on the site. Again, we do use Title as well. So please check out Title for all our mixes and stay tapped in. It is called Life Be Life in Mix. So y'all know how it is, man. And that's us for 2025. That's the last mix you gonna get. We gave you heat. We
Woo!
gave you heat.
Deep,
We
man.
really did.
Every time. And at every time at this time, we got to wrap it up, man. Hey, just wanted to, on behalf of myself, Biggs DC, Charlie Ray, there you go, there you go. Yes, man. Now we just appreciate y'all, man, rocking with us, man, for this first season, this first year of Love on Shuffle, man. We've been all the way from the Saturday morning cleanup and evolving into this brand, man. It's all because of you all, right? Because of the feedback around just love and talking about all things love from that lens. And I just really am looking forward to all of the feedback, all of the engagement, all of the new people that we're going to tap in with in 2026. I am going to kick it out to you all just for any final words for the year or for the season. Charlie Ray, take it away.
I will say, if anything, trust the process. At the end of the day, you're gonna be met with some resistance, and a lot of times it's not about what it is that you're going through, but how you go through it. So I would just say, keep it going, keep your head up. We are a living testament because when we first started this, it was Saturday morning cleanup crew.
Yeah.
We were all traveling. I in another country, like, and
Man,
here we are.
look,
Here we are at the end of
Consistent.
2026. Yeah,
Right.
like,
Right.
so keep it going, keep it going. Keep your head up, and hey, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
nice.
I would say just keep rocking with us, man. We've been consistent. Tap in, make sure you like, subscribe, please share this beautiful content that we've been dropping. Again, man, we love y'all. We do it for the viewers. We've been getting some really good feedback. So again, 2026, we just gonna come even more with more material, more content, and again, stay blessed, everyone. And again, I'm just thankful for y'all, man. Cause look, we said we was gonna do something, and we did it, and we stayed consistent, right? So shout out to us, man. Hey,
Yes,
what Snoop
man.
say? What Snoop say? I want to thank
I want
us.
to thank myself.
I want to
I
thank
thank myself, man.
because
Yes,
without
man.
us, we wouldn't have
Right.
been able to get here and do this, man. So 20 episodes, man. That's a bit. Hey, listen, that's a huge accomplishment. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of the things that we're doing, man. We really making a difference in this world just by spreading positive and love, man. That's what really what we about. So I'm grateful. Grateful for y'all.
Hey,
Grateful for the viewers. Grateful for the fans. Grateful for what's next. 2026. Let's go.
let's go!
Let go.
Hey, man. Hey, be motivated, be great, be encouraged. We'll see y'all on the other side, man. This has been Love on Shuffle. Later.